Ah. Ah. Shit burn.
We're gonna start out by brushing it down, then bring the trimmer out and make that ball line. But make that ball line with light pressure. If you're gonna use a trimmer like that, do it with light pressure, because if you do it with too much pressure, you're just gonna have a hard time removing that ball line. A really hard time. You're gonna have a nightmare about that line. And then, me personally, I like putting another trimmer out, which is more zero gap than the one I already have, just so I can make the shaver work a little less. Yeah, as you can see right there, boom. That's just me though, but there we go. Just a little quick tip. Now that we're done with that part, we're gonna continue with a zero lever open, and that's when you set down your platform. That's what I call it. I call it the platform because this is where it all begins. Okay, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but I'm still playing with that lever open. Boom, right there. You're still playing with that lever open. You're taking the little dark spots right there, so everything can be even. Okay, right there, lever close. That's how you remove the line, the dark line. You remove it with the lever close, and then you start detailing in between with the lever halfway, and you finish off with the lever open. As you can see right there, I'm using the number 1 guard open about a finger width. To be exact, that's a ½ inch. And then lever close with the grain, going down. Once I'm done with that part, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna come with the number 1 close against the grain to soften up the area in between the number 1 open and the number 1 close with the grain. It just makes the job easier for the half guard, so you don't overwork the area. And to all my barbers out there who are new to the game and still having trouble fading, this is one thing: don't forget to scoop. That's the main thing on the fade. Basically, that's the key to the fade. Don't forget to scoop. And also, when you're fading, don't use a full blade. Use the corners of the blade. Basically, once you get that said and done, you're pretty much good to go. Don't forget to scoop and use the corners to fade. I'm pretty much done with the fade. I'm just detailing the areas that need to be detailed. Let's be realistic. It's not gonna get any blurry. It's just aim for the standard. Don't get OCD with it. Don't go crazy with it. Just aim for the dark spots. Just aim for the dark spots and you should be good. And for those who are making fun of my clipper, I know it's beat up, but man, that clipper lasts a long time. The battery life on that clipper is about 8 hours, I believe. Probably even 12. Be careful with the trimmers, bro. Be careful with the trimmers. Make sure that your blade is not lopsided. What I mean by that, make sure your blade is flat. It's not poking out like on the corners. Make sure they don't bite. Pretty much, make sure they don't bite. Make sure they don't cut. If you test it on your forearm and it cuts, it's probably gonna cut the neck. And it's probably gonna cut behind the ear. So just make sure the blade is flat. It's not lopsided. Because if it is, man, somebody's gonna sue your ass. There's different ways to prep the skin. You can put alcohol in water, or like me, I'm putting aftershave. As long as the skin is clean, it's dry, before you spray holding spray. Holding spray, I use got to be, give it a light coat, and you should be pretty much good with that. And don't forget to blow dry it. It will just make the process a little faster. I saw a little bit of overlap on this side, so I just went and fixed it. I believe I took it to a 1 close. And if you're gonna taper the front edge up, make sure you don't push it back too much. So keep it about 1/2 inch. Some people be pushing it way over 1 inch, and it just looks crazy. So just play it safe and give it about 1/2 inch, like pretty much like this. And like I said before, just spray a light coat. A light coat goes a long way. Don't make it too wet, because when it dries, it becomes really thick, and then when you go over with the razor, it just starts making a mess, and now you have to do double work because now you gotta clean it up. So just spray a light coat. A light coat goes a long way, trust me. Keep the blade straight. The mirror is not gonna lie to you. The mirror is just gonna tell you the truth. The mirror is gonna tell you if you messed up or not. Just, guide yourself with the mirror. That's why you have a mirror behind you. And on the razor, if you're gonna use the razor, use it right. Don't start cutting people with it. So be light with it. Let the razor do the work for you. If you're aiming for the little details, the razor is the right tool for that. So you can dig in there. The trimmer is not gonna do that. The trimmer is only gonna do the minimum, basically like a rough draft. If you're aiming for perfection, the razor is gonna give you that. You gotta work that razor right. And when you work on the side of the edge up, make sure you tilt the trimmer more like I wouldn't say 90 degree, but more like a 88, 87 degree angle, just so you can get that 90 degree angle when you look at the mirror. And like I said, I was having a little hard time with that corner because it was overlapping. So I fixed it, boom. And there you go. Boom, I fixed it right there with the razor. Make sure that thing was sharp. Ooh, I hit it with that holding spray. That motherfucker hurt. And then, oh yeah, on the enhancements, please don't use it too much. Just apply where it needs to be applied. Some people go crazy and makes it look super fake and dark. Make it look good. Make it look good. Make it look natural. You know what I'm trying to say. Make it look natural. Make it look clean. Don't use it too much. Like I said, I barely applied some of the enhancements. I had that bottle for about a year, probably even 2 years. I don't apply too much. If you gotta buy like 3 enhancement bottles, man, you going crazy with it. Just apply a little bit. They will last you a long time. I use my Babylon trimmer because nothing stops that blade. Man, nothing stops that blade. It will cut anything. That's why I gotta be careful with that trimmer. And I'm also using the airbrush on this one. And the airbrush, I bought the airbrush compressor on Harbor Freight, and it's been doing pretty good with me. But with that airbrush, just spray a little bit straight out the box. That thing sprays pretty good, so you don't really gotta adjust anything. Just spray a little bit. And also on the pencil, don't make the don't make the lines thick, make them thin, and then tap it a little bit and drag the trimmer down, and then go over with the razor. And be careful with that razor, don't overdo the razor, because then you're just gonna hurt the client. The skin is gonna start coming out. I'm not being sarcastic, literally the skin is gonna start peeling off and stuff. You don't want that, because then it hurts. You're gonna hurt the client when you put that alcohol. Watch that backhand. That backhand that's a challenge. That's a challenge to y'all. Working with that backhand on the edge of without shaking. Man, I can't do that. But if you can, hey, my respects to you, but not a lot of people can do that backhand. That backhand is muscle though. That backhand strategy, that backhand stroke, that backhand is a muscle. You can't get that muscle overnight. I'm pretty much done with the haircut, but watch this part. My boy smiled like a villain. He saw that edge up. Shit go crazy. This is my favorite part as a barber. Watch.
Ah. Shit burn. Glass, he trying to do a tutorial on me. Trying to camera me and shit.
Yo, that's it for the video. If you want to see some more, like and subscribe. I'll make sure I show you my setup. As you can see, it goes crazy. So hey, comment down below, comment setup for 2024, and I'll make sure I show you my setup and why I'm rocking so many lights. Hey, hopefully I learned something from this, and I'll make sure I catch you on the next one. Let's get this money.